It's my first challenger title in singles. So, I won a lot of futures, and then I sort of went through and had a break on the tour events, and didn't play that many challenges in the last couple of years. But it's nice, to be able to build my ranking up now and get a lot of matches. And Nottingham, there used to be a tour event here. It's a great facility, and just really happy I'm playing very good tennis, and really enjoying being on the grass courts.
That's a great significance of it, isn't it? The fact that you were looking for points, really desperate for them at the moment. How big was this tournament as a springboard for not only the grass court season but the rest of the year?
Yeah, absolutely. About 8 months ago I was about 60 in the world, and towards the end of last year I sort of looked at what held me at peaking at 60, and then I dropped back a little bit. So sometimes it's one step backward, two steps forward, and I started working with a new coach, with Peter McNamara, and we just put some things in place, but we sort of knew it would take 6 months for to make some changes. There's a few things that are a bit uncomfortable at the start, and just got to work through them, knowing that the end result will be better. And so it's nice to see the improvements and the changes that I've been working on in the last sort of 6 months, just coming through in my match play, and consistently. Almost every match, start to finish, I've played pretty good tennis.
Was that what really shone through today? You were incredibly aggressive, just the way you went for championship point on Becker's serve. He's dished it up, and you've gone straight to the net. Was that a plan?
Yeah, it is grass court tennis, and I think with the level we were playing, no one was going to give it to each other. I was playing well, and I wasn't going to give it to him, and I think he knew that. I knew he wasn't going to give it to me, so we knew we had to take it from each other. It was a very, very high level match, and I think we can both be proud how we played, and we put on a great final. And I just tried to stay aggressive and stick to my game. And obviously in the big points in the match, if you can be the one attacking, it's probably better to be on the front foot.
Do we rewind for a quick second and say that's probably where you found your game against Dan Evans a few days ago?
Yeah, the match before Dan, I played against Levine, and he was playing very well. I actually lost the first set, and he really forced me to elevate my game, and I was able to find another level. So that was great to come through that one. And then again with Dan, we had a very, very tough first set. Dan was playing very well. He's got good feel on the grass. He knows what he's doing, and I had to lift my game then again. And it was very nice to be able to do that. And it was the same sort of thing. Whoever was the most aggressive and took the points was going to win. And I sort of upped the ante a little, and was able to attack successfully. And that's trying to be a bit what I'm building my game around. And I'm building a very measured game, as well as good aggression.
Is that where you had to lift to another gear in the third set after Becker came back in the second?
Yeah, I think the whole match we were just sort of getting a feel for where we could maybe get the odd point from each other. We're both playing so well on our serves. There was only one break late in the first, one in the second, and one late in the third. So it was tough to come by break points. We both served, I think, a lot of aces, no double faults. We're both attacking really well off our serves, playing good, aggressive tennis. So when one of us sort of fell behind in the rally, the other one sort of kept them on a leash. So it was, it's just a matter of playing really tough on your own service games. And for me, being ahead in the third set was good. I could, put a little bit of pressure on him at the end.
Did you charge through a psychological barrier this week? You went out in 3 quarterfinals in the lead up to this while you were playing in Asia. Was that a big thing for you coming into Nottingham?
A little bit, because I didn't play any challenges sort of for the last 2 years. So, dropping back and playing a few challenges in Asia, it wasn't so easy because, a couple of them were at high altitude, and I wasn't sure what to expect, and made it obviously the tennis very difficult. So it definitely wasn't anywhere normal sort of tennis like what we're used to seeing. The ball sort of flies everywhere, and it's very, very scrappy tennis, and it's very different. And so that was a bit unsettling. You weren't really sure who was playing well. Like, some guys were winning, but it was just a bit all over the place with the altitude. And like you say, I lost some of those quarterfinals, but they were all 3 sets and all very close. And maybe I could have gotten over the line in all of them. So that was still a positive. And this week I just decided to keep going with my game, and know that the improvements will come. And I'm just happy that they're showing through.
And just finally, you move on. You're actually staying here in Nottingham. A good thing, a good decision. The fact that I understand you guys have got an apartment. It's very homely at the moment in the lead up to maybe possibly Wimbledon.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been here in Nottingham a couple of years ago. It's I'm really fond of the town and the place, and the courts here are great, and we have some family friends actually around here. So yeah, we settled in quite nicely for a couple of weeks here, and very happy to be coming into the grass court season this way, and hopefully leading well to Wimbledon.